Yo, we're going crazy, man.
Let me try that. What'd you do?
You know what I mean? We going crazy, man. We got another one. Legendary situation, legendary vibes in the building.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Bro, do you want to eventually become like a legend in this shit, or do you feel like you're already there?
No, I don't feel like I'm already a legend, bro. Like, I don't, half the time I like forget that people like know who I am. Like, I don't think on a regular day basis, I'm not thinking like super highly of myself. I'm just like playing video games or like making music. I'm not thinking like, oh damn, like people listen to your music outside of like yourself. You know
Wow. Well, we got to get into all of that, man. We got to get into the video game talk, all that type of shit. But today we got Zaia in the building.
It's Zaia. You are good though.
Zaia in the building. I got it wrong.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
We got Zaia in the building.
I say as long as people have like my name in their mouth any type of way, like, you know what I'm saying?
And we're
I'm
performing.
doing something right.
Oh, yeah. And trust me, a lot of niggas have your name in their mouth right now. Your streams are crazy on Spotify. Like, your streams are crazy. Pretty much right now, I've been seeing that you've kind of just been getting, like, a lot of traction, whether that be online. Like, how did you start getting your traction when it came to, like, music?
Really, like, a lot of, like, I've always been more of, like, an online, like, type of person, just because I really don't go out, like, that much, you know? Like, so, first when I was coming out, I guess, I had a song that came out that it was my first time, like, actually being on, like, Spotify or something, but it was with, like, another artist. Shout out Math Times Joy. It was like my first song is this song called Slow It Down. Right. It was not my first song, but like I said, it was the first song that I had put like on DSPs or like whatever you call them. And he basically was already kind of signed to a like label and whatever. So kind of like he put me on like his song. It got put on a playlist, and then I had my other songs, and I was kind of at the same time like at this point in time I'm in high school, you know what I'm saying? It's like this is when like blogs are super heavy, and like I remember Elevator was something like that was super crazy at the time, so it's like I was reaching out to Elevator and like all the like blogs and shit, trying to get my shit up there, and a couple of them like fuck with me. Elevator fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you still feel like blogs kind of play a part in the industry to this day?
I feel like they play a part, but not as much
as it used to, right?
Yeah, I feel like now, like a lot of like the shit that's like people are getting their new like information as far as like music and shit it comes from. It's like TikTok or like Reels or like something like that now.
Have you been attacking that market? Like the TikTok market? I feel like your brand right now is so strong online. Like I feel like you have one of the more cleaner accounts that I've seen. I'll say that.
Bro, to be honest, bro, with that, bro, that's really, bro, shout out to like all my supporters, bro, and like fans. They just been like riding with me for like the last 2 years, because I've really been like not really on social media like that. Like I've been on, like I've been seeing what's going on, but I haven't been on it like I guess how an artist should, or like somebody who's like trying to market something or whatever, like, or just somebody who's just trying to connect with like their supporters. Like I've been like kind of like dealing with shit in like my life, so it's like I haven't really had like the want to go and be on social media like that, you know, but.
Damn, bro.
But I should be, though. I should be.
You've been going through it, man. Listen, I can relate to that, bro. I'm not going to, because we kind of like, the story about how we kind of got down here is like all of us kind of dropped what the fuck we got going on and kind of just came down here. And like, obviously, of course. I mean, that's the least I could do after fucking up your name at the top of the pod.
You're good, bro. You're good, bro. Like I said, bro, that shit happens all the time, bro. It's just a thing.
Really? What are some crazy ones that you've gotten?
Bro, really, bro?
Zaia,
like,
I forgot that.
Nah, bro. There was somebody who pronounced my name like it had like an H in it or something. Like, something like that, bro. And it's like, that was the like, but I've never been the one to like get pissed off about it, because it's like, people end up hearing it, like people end up like figuring it out, and they just correct themselves.
Listen,
so I'm like,
they called
all
Wale
good.
Whale for years, and I know we don't want to fucking,
Wale's a
career
goat,
like
by
Wale.
the way.
Really? I was about to say you don't want a career like Wale, but he's dope as fuck though. I really
No,
like his music.
I'm not saying like you should aim for a Wale career. I think you should aim for like a Kanye West
yeah,
type of career. And no offense to Wale, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm trying to be motherfucking Walt Disney in this motherfucking,
When Kanye said that shit was so legendary. That's when niggas really started comparing themselves to like corporations for real. Like once Kanye said, "I'm trying to be the next Walt Disney," that kind of changed how everybody kind of perceived what's even possible in hip hop. Would you say that?
I think Ye's like a four. He leads this like a lot of the things he say like makes ripples and waves to like he leads like I don't know the word. Can you help me out? Like it's like forefront runner. I don't fucking know.
Front runner?
Yeah, like a front runner. Like
yeah.
I don't know. He's just like a leader.
A trailblazer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the word right there. I wasn't even fucking on the right fucking like letter. I was on fucking F, like a forerunner.
I was like, man, forerunner I think is also a thing. Forerunner, like one of the
like a car.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
But like a trailblazer, bro. Like he does things and he shows people what I don't want to say what they should be like, but he shows people the amount of confidence that is possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like people start getting this feeling of like, well, damn, like, I want to feel like that about myself. You know what I'm saying? And the only way to feel like that about yourself is, to start saying it about yourself. You know what I'm saying? There was this one, I don't remember the person who said it, but there was this one person, it was like on some like TikTok real shit that I heard. And he was like, you have to speak great things about yourself at all times because nobody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? So nobody in this world is only gonna say positive things
100%
about you. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Except yourself. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, since you have that, you know what I'm saying? You have that privilege to do so. You should do it. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody else is gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And that really spoke to me just because it's like, damn, nobody else is. Everybody's gonna talk shit about you at one point or say their dislikes, not even necessarily talk shit, but just voice their dislikes about your personality or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that shit's gonna like affect you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When people say things, I know a lot of people like to be like, no, don't shit affect me, but things affect people. You know what I'm saying? So
do you feel like when it came to you, for example, like you were very cognizant of people's opinion on you, like? Throughout this podcast, I'm going to bring up some tweets that you have, you know what I mean? Because I really like your Twitter. I really like your Twitter.
Oh, my God. I be tweeting so crazy. Please don't. Oh, fuck.
I kind of want to bring up this one real quick since we're going to bring up, like, being...
I did not even expect that, bro. That man said, I read your tweets.
I've been scrolling through the tweets.
Bro, I don't be getting no likes on Twitter, bro. So I'll be like,
just let it go. I know.
Bro.
I see that.
I'll be like, bro, fuck it. I'm going to say how I feel, bro.
Coming for everybody on Twitter,
bro,
including my name, if we're going to really talk about it. Whoever was the first person to be named Richard, niggas don't fuck with you, my boy. That's why I fucked up his name at the top of the pod. What are you talking about right now?
That shit planned out. Yo.
What are you talking about
okay,
right
all right,
now?
Let me explain.
Please.
Let me explain that one.
Please do.
That was
tired
crazy.
Of this Richard stuff.
I never would have thought in a million years I would have to explain that tweet right there. So, bro, somebody had told me like a lot of like people like nickname Richard like Dick.
Just and say it, like, man. Just let the world
it's
know.
Like
it's
I was
true.
like when I was thinking of that, I was like, damn, like whoever like named you Richard, like didn't fuck with you because they named you Dick. Well,
Do
not
you not
you.
feel like this hurts?
Not you.
You just came
not
at
you.
a whole
Not
name.
you. But the first person. Because why did all of y'all get like one nickname because of one person?
Canceled.
That's all I'm saying. It's like why do like you're like
That's
rich? Like rich,
But
that would be the first like nickname.
That's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
think
It's
about,
the person
right?
who came up with the nickname, not necessarily the first Richard, though. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a Queen of England or some shit. You know what I mean? Who said, you know what? Richard's dicks. And let's be honest, it's probably because all Richards have big dicks, right? Can we agree there?
I can't comment on that one. You know what I'm saying? Cannot comment on that one.
That's
what I'm saying.
Hey, the Queen of England said it, not me, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, shouts out to the Queen.
Shout out to the
Seemed like
Queen.
she was, you know what I'm saying, having
a
good time.
Fucking with Rich.
She was having a good time with Rich.
You're having a great time with Sir Richardson. That was crazy. Shout out Sir Richardson, man. You know what I mean? You're a great man. But
That's crazy, bro. I did not expect to like.
we have a lot of surprises for this pod.
That made me excited, bro. There's a lot of fucking like podcasts that I like, not podcasts, but interviews or whatever. Like, where people ask like a lot of the same questions. Like,
oh yeah.
it's like the only questions is like, who inspires you? Like, why did you start making music? And it's like at this point, bro,
How
I don't
many
even
times
know.
are we gonna ask these questions? If I can give advice to any podcaster out there, please stop asking the same questions. Watch other interviews. I'm gonna give you some real sauce right now. Watch other interviews. Hear the questions that they ask, and the questions that got good responses, get deeper into those. Please stop asking like, you know, I know you got into a fight in high school. What you did, you were on the basketball team, got into a fight, got suspended.
Man, you did your
we
research.
know this stuff already, man. Let's kind of try and bring something new.
He did his research.
Let's bring something new to the table. Let's bring some games out, actually. Can we have games? Is there games? There are games. Woo!
You have games?
We have a lot of games on this shit, too.
What
man.
the fuck?
We're trying to have a good time on this thing, man. Take this
I'm
podcast.
already having
thing.
a good time, bro. I had a good time since I was walking in here. What is this?
Hey, we have 3 scenarios for you.
Damn. 3.
Now, the first game that we like to play on this podcast is a scenario game.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, there are 3 situations that we're going to put you in.
Okay.
You choose the situation that you want to do first, and we kind of just go through it, and we see how you would respond.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's see which one he chooses first. We have Sonic Delight. Interesting.
What does that mean?
Can mean anything, man. These are...
Oh, wait, am I making this scenario?
You have to make the... No, we have the scenarios ready for you.
Okay.
You just have to choose which one you want. Great Mind or 3 Futures, a personal favorite of mine.
3 Futures.
And Bearer of Bad News.
Okay.
Which one are you?
And then I'm going to pick one, and
then
you're going to make
and then
a
I'm
scenario.
going to give you the scenario pre-made. We already got it ready for you.
Your flashlight's on.
That's bad for cameras. That's not good. All right. Which one are you thinking?
You know, Sonic Delight could mean anything. So, it's like I want to pick that one, but it's like it can mean anything though.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
That one is an exciting one.
It's an exciting one.
Very exciting for me. Not sure how excited
Okay.
you'll be to answer it.
Okay, well, all right. Well, Great Mind or 3 Futures.
That also is an interesting one.
Great Mind or 3 Futures.
It's kind of like a 2-part question or almost 3-part question.
Bearer
3
of
Futures.
Bad News. Damn. I feel like that'll give me like a shot at acting real quick.
Bearer
I
of
could
Bad
be like-
News.
Yeah, damn. I don't know. I'm going to go with Sonic Delight. since
Sonic
you, like,
Delight! This is a good one. Very excited.
I'm now interested.
Close your eyes. Imagine the most beautiful woman in the world approaches you. She says, "I love your She then whispers in your ear, I've masturbated to your songs every day for the past year. I don't want to fuck.
What?
I don't want to fuck.
What?
I just want you to sing in the room while I masturbate to your beautiful, beautiful vocals.
He said she's the most beautiful woman in the
She is
world.
the most beautiful woman that you've seen in at least a year.
And she wants me to sing while she masturbates.
Sings while she masturbates. You can't touch her. You're just in the room, you and her. You're singing. She's moaning. It's like a chorus in that bitch. You know what I mean? It's going crazy.
You're asking me, would I sing? Would I do that?
Would you sing and waste your precious time, which you can be working on music, you could be dealing with a girl who actually wants sex. There's a lot of other things you could be doing rather than singing to this girl masturbating, but
Yeah, there is a lot of other things.
there's a lot of things you could be doing with your time right now, you know? And it's not like there's any
how
sex
many times
promise.
would you actually see that, like, in life?
That's true. I'm all about experiences.
Yeah, how many experiences like that will you, like, actually get in life to do that? Some shit like that.
I see how your brain thinks now a little bit. So you're the type of guy who will do something just for the experience of it type shit.
Yeah, at least once. Yeah.
What's something you've done one time where it's like, damn, like, but you started doing it again and again and again afterwards because it was so wavy?
Fuck.
I can say for me, let me think, actually. That's a good question. I
That's
didn't even
a
know
good-ass
that.
question, bro. That's why I said fuck like that.
That's a good question. I'd be surprising myself sometimes. God damn. Let me think. I guess one time
Because you said start doing it again and again and again. Like, the only thing I can think of, one, is masturbation.
Well, yeah.
Now, I found that out about when I was, like, 10, 11.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be, like, late bloomerish. Is that, like, late bloomerish?
No.
When do you become conscious about your pee-pee?
I feel like I didn't even know the first time that I nut, like, what was going on. It hurt. You know what I mean?
It hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, not for me.
It felt good the first time?
Yeah.
Wow.
I knew what I was doing, too.
Really? You knew what you were doing?
Yeah.
How did you find, like,
Porn.
so you watched porn before you masturbated for the first time?
Mm-hmm. And then I didn't know how to masturbate.
Yeah, I'm like, were you watching masturbation
no,
porn?
look, I didn't know how to bro. No. I didn't know how to masturbate. Check this out, because this is the exact like thought process of this shit, bro.
I'm ready.
It's all right. So I didn't know how to masturbate, right?
Okay.
So you know, I got, you know what I'm saying, I got hard and shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then my shit rubbed up against like the cover. And I felt like that felt good when I rubbed my shit against the cover.
Right, that sounds about right.
That's how like it led into like, oh, like if I do that again, that might like, you know. And then, you know, eventually I found out that what I was doing was called masturbation.
So you knew what you were working towards then in terms of the.
Because I saw it on porn though, because of what was going around like
that
in school.
makes sense.
At around that time, it was like that was like, when did I say, like 10, 11?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah. Man,
that's.
I remember the first time I nutted. As you said, I just started doing shit that felt good, but I didn't know what nut was. You know what I mean? I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like,
I wasn't like, yeah, I'm about to bust this nut real quick.
Bro, I was just like, I literally almost caught a panic attack. I ran to the bathroom. I was like, yo, like, this is it. Like, I did it. I broke my dick. You know what I mean? Like, all that sex shit niggas been talking about, it's over. Like, I was getting ready to tell my mom and shit, but I don't think she would have appreciated that.
Because for me, bro, I found that shit out when I was like 10, bro. 11, didn't lose my virginity until like fucking like 18, 19.
Damn, what was taking so long?
I was just trash. Finding girls and talking to girls.
As far as
talking.
So
I couldn't even say girl right for like the first like 14 years of my life. And I had to go to speech for it.
Really?
Because I would say girl all the time.
Wow.
And I had to learn to like take my time and like say the R and say the and the R. Like, girl.
Because you were just so nervous, like, around with everything around that word.
First, I didn't know how. First, I didn't just know how to speak, and then like everything else follows. Like you not knowing how to fucking do shit. Like everybody else knows how to speak.
Right.
I don't know how to fucking speak. So naturally, I suck at talking to girls because the whole time, like, I'm not thinking about talking to girls. Like even like the first time I like ever got twerked on, bro, was at like this party, bro, and I was trying to go to party. Like this is when I figured out that I wasn't good at going to parties. Right. I was trying to go, and I had saw like this girl was twerking on two guys at the same time, bro. But it was like one guy picked her up while she was on like the wall. She was twerking on him, bro, on the wall, and the other guy was behind her.
Whoa!
I tried to do that shit, bro. And I didn't even pick her up, right? So she was just like kind of like doing that. And then it was just awkward, bro.
Oh my god.
There was other parties I went to like that.
You did better at?
No.
Oh.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
So when was the switch? When was the moment where it was like
when I started doing music?
Because then they kind of like expected a little bit more quirkiness from you because you're a musician kind of thing, or did you feel like they accepted more from you because they seen the shit was already moving for you?
I think I got like started gaining confidence when I started doing music and people around the school started knowing me for doing music.
Right.
Then it was like I kind of had like an identity probably that I felt, that I was probably a little bit more confident in. And then at that time, by that time, I'm really not giving a fuck about like a lot about what people are like saying about what I got.
That's just beautiful, man. It's like crazy how you can go from like half of being a confident person is like not giving a fuck about what other people think.
That's exactly what it is, bro.
Like that's pretty much all that it is. It's like, cause you said it earlier, someone is going to have something negative to say about you at all times. There's nothing you can do about that.
Somebody gonna be talking bad about you.
I posted a picture on Instagram the other day, and my friend was being weird in the back of the third slide. He was like pretending like he was humping me or something like that. And like everyone was like,
or something like that.
You seen
something
like
that?
I'll show you the picture. We could probably, I don't know if we're gonna put it up on the screen or not, but I don't think it was weird. Like I thought it was a regular picture. See, look what he's doing.
That's not weird.
That's not weird. It's not that bad. I don't know. And you can't see it. I'll send it to you. And people were calling me gay. I was like, this is a fire picture, like, you know what I mean? But you can't.
Like two friends.
Right. But then girls were hitting me up, saying like, oh, you look good in the picture, da-da-da-da. So it's like, even then, it's like you just cannot please everybody, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep. You can't. And there's not even really a reason to try.
Right.
Because like we was talking about earlier, like life is so short, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to live your life, like, really, like, letting what other people, like, say, like, really affect you if you don't want it to. Like, it's okay if you want it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that you can notice about yourself that other people notice that you might want to do something about. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't feel ashamed, like, for doing that or for feeling insecure or feeling, like, any type of way like that. Like,
do you feel like you struggled with that? Well, you said that you struggled with that a little bit too, and I wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit because, like, you struggled with something that I struggled with when I was younger too. Like, you're mentioning how you were struggling with insecurity. You were saying, I posted all of those selfies because I feel ugly as fuck most of the time, and it takes a lot for me to actually take a picture of myself showing my face. You know what I mean?
Damn, I did say that.
And them shits really just sit on my phone. And, like, when I was younger, bro, I struggled with insecurity as far as, like, feeling like I was attractive and shit like that, feeling like bitches wanted to fuck with me and stuff like that. Then I became that nigga, and, like, now obviously I don't have that problem. You know what I mean? Slide into the DMs anytime. I'm ready for you, baby.
That's
like,
fire, bro. I still feel that way a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still deal with that, like, a lot of, like my appearance, and like even though like I do feel a lot better than I did though, you know what I'm saying, like how I used to feel, like I feel a lot more attractive just because one, I feel a lot better about myself first, and not even like not even like physically, but about like my abilities and my capabilities. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that makes me feel more attractive to myself. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of times where I'm still like, oh fuck, like my facial hair growing too fucking much, and I fucking hate dealing with that, or fucking like. There was a long ass period of time where I got like super hairy legs, bro. Like I couldn't. I just started wearing shorts like 2 years ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's just like things about myself that I still personally deal with that could be like from like back when I was growing up that like I didn't find like attractive about myself. You know what I'm saying? Even like my head shape. That's why I got dreads, to be honest, bro. Just because I felt like my head shape was a weird shape. And
Right. Nah, I got it for the forehead.
yeah, bro. My granddad used to call me like Cadillac head like all the fucking time, bro.
Cadillac head.
Yeah, bro.
What does that even mean? Like, in terms, like your head is shaped like a Cadillac, like the front
Yeah,
of it.
bro. He was just fucking being funny.
Cadillac. So like you feel like you were struggling a lot with like. Have you talked to anybody about that? Have you gone like?
Not really.
Mm,
I'm not like now, bro. Like what I really do about that shit, bro. Like there's things that like I think of doing when I like feel like, oh, like I don't feel like letting people see a bunch of my face today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which would be I'll like wear a beanie and I wear it really low. I wear a mask sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like a medical mask. And COVID came and that was kind of good because that made me look cool. I was like, I feel like a fucking ninja with this fucking mask and this beanie on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
or like fucking, there was this ideal I had, bro, for really, bro, how I made these, bro. These are for some things I made for the new project, but it was based off me wearing like a paper bag because I was like, I don't want to have to worry about like Kanye was saying like at one point like why he put on that mask for I forgot what tour that was for.
I forgot what tour. Was it the not Donda? It was Life of Pablo.
Yeah. And he was just like he don't want to worry about the angles of which niggas have to shoot his face at, and same with fuck. God damn it.
Kurt Cobain.
Nah. They're the two niggas with the robot mask.
Oh,
yeah, Daft Punk.
Daft
The
Punk.
same reason of I think what they were talking about, which was just like
Anonymity.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. But mine wouldn't really be anonymity because at this point, like
People have seen your
you've
face.
seen my face. You know what I'm saying. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. But there's some days that I do like that I'm feeling like I don't want people to see my face. You know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy to me because it's like somebody would think, well, we'll get into what kind of genre you feel like you are and everything like that. But a musician, you know, a musician, somebody would assume has women throwing themselves at him all the time, is now saying that they like deal with this problem of like insecurity. But you would think like most people would assume that that's not really something you even have to think about anymore.
Bro, I don't have women throwing themselves at me all the time. I'm not at that point yet. I don't think in myself. I mean, maybe they are, and maybe I've just been off like.
Have you been checking your DMs recently?
I mean, but yeah, but like there are girls in my DMs, yeah, like, but they're not like, say I wanna fuck. Like, they're not like that.
Really?
They're not like, like I just think. They're like, I love your music. Like, I think your music's dope. And I don't want to be the asshole to be like, oh yeah, that bitch wanna fuck. She like my music.
You know.
No.
A lot
like
of those
people, a lot of people just like my music, and it's just that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't take that as like women throwing themselves at me or me having like a bunch of bitches.
Right.
You know?
I definitely understand like respecting your fans. It feels like, you know, like, do you feel like you have a respect for your fans that has kind of grown because you feel like you didn't expect for this to happen? Like you didn't expect for people to just be fans of you? Because because you didn't grow up with a lot of people, like, even probably thinking that you would be able to do this right now.
Yeah. Really, bro, when it comes to my fans, bro, like, I have, it's like love, you know what I'm saying? And I say like because it's a feeling and love is something that you can like kind of quantify to like some degree. Like you can be like, you know what that feeling is. But for fans, bro, it's like something else because it's love, but it's like, I don't know these people and they root for me at the top of their fucking lungs, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like just a amazement I have of them for even like just listening and for allowing me to like impact them in like the ways that some people tell me that I impact them. Like, cause
have you had any crazy stories with that? Like a fan like really opening up to you and saying that you really affected them in a positive way that stood out to you?
I have stories. I don't want to be like, cause I don't want to misrepresent like what that interaction was. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, or say something that they didn't say. You know what I'm saying? But out of like me not remembering like the whole thing, details. But right. There's people who just said just shit like, yo, I was going through a really tough time during this period, and I listened to this song, or I listened to Very Alone, or I listened to Wonder, and like it really helped me. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who got my signature tatted on them from like, like shows from like 2 years ago. Like, there's people who like every time like I go on live, you know what I'm saying, or like I put something out, or I drop a picture, or like, you know what I'm saying, like whatever I do, like they're right there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there's people who like are close to me that don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have a love for them. You know what I'm saying? Like right. So it's like just like people that like there's people where I know like their past and like they were veterans and like stories from like, you know, like shit like that, and like people who like have like fans of mine who have kids and shit like that. Like, so I don't know. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy for me even being in a position like this because like when I first started, I hoped for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you always hope and you want and you dream for it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like I'm where I dreamed at yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's still a lot of work to be done, but just even for what I accomplished, like, you know, I have to remember to like take a step back and like look at all the people who are here right now and like, just.
Oh no, it definitely is beautiful, bro. It's definitely beautiful to see something come together, which a lot of artists and a lot of people don't ever get to see actually come to fruition. You know, a lot of people try to make music, and look at you. Just so happen to be in the era where you started making music at a time where blogs were popping and then everything just happened to work out the way that it was supposed to. You know, maybe like in a different era you would have been in a different situation, but that means that everything was supposed to happen the way that it did, you know?
I have to remember like to think like that, bro, because at times you become really like tunnel vision on like the future. You know what I'm saying? And you don't look back. You know what I'm saying? Right. At least me, I'm not like really one of those people that's just gonna be like, you know, oh damn, look at everything. I've been here. Like most things, I'm not even really like thinking about. I don't think about on a normal day basis. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like remembering to be like, well, damn, like you have done this, like you did do this. You've done things that people would like. Are still dreaming of like doing, you know what I'm saying? And on one point, that's a thing of like, I don't want to be like humbleness, but it is like, it's a thing of like, I'm not a person just being like, oh yeah, I'm that nigga. But there's times where it's just like, I do feel like that, like, oh yeah, like you might be that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't want to say it right now. Yeah. It's like crazy to me, bro. You gotta fucking
because I don't feel
give
like
these niggas the sauce,
bro. I feel like I feel like Kanye is that nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
definitely is.
and so I feel like this project that I got coming out right now, bro, is like
Which is super excited about.
I
by
appreciate
the way.
that, bro.
Super.
I feel like that's some classic shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be like that shit's a classic. But that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the amount of work that I put into it and the like where I've come from in my catalog and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But my aspiration, bro, is to like make a album like fucking like Graduation or like fucking just like a cohesive like sonically sound like, you know what I'm saying, like abstract like piece of work that I feel like has had like resources like Kanye, and I just have to build that shit up, you know, to that point. So like right now I feel like I'm learning a lot, you know what I'm saying, of that aspect, you know, like learning how to make beats. Like I learned how to make beats like last year, you know what I'm saying? Like I started 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But I really like kind of like really got into it last year, and then now I'm just like all my stuff is like most of the shit on like this new shit is like my production, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, so now it's like I'm getting into that feeling of like, yeah, talk your shit.
You did say that on Twitter too. I just was going through your Twitter. How you were saying like you feel more like that. Like I make my beats. I'm that nigga now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's what
nigga,
you said. Like, I make my own beats. I'm that nigga
because
now.
it's just like it's just a point of self-sufficiency, bro. It's just like, it's like when you feel like I can catch my own fish, like I don't need no fucking.
Are you
body.
big into like self-sufficiency and like would you ever live on like the coast somewhere and fish? And
I would
hunt
want to
and
experience that like once in life, like for a couple months,
That'd be dope as fuck.
maybe a couple months, see how I like it. If I really like it, I'll stay. But you know, you just dip your toe in and you microdose it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Microdose it a little bit.
Do any shrooms or acid or anything like that?
I do shrooms and acid.
Me too.
Gotta do some shrooms and acid one time, man.
Bro, I feel like I used to use it as like a reset button. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like shrooms is a little. You can play with shrooms a little bit more, just depending on what. But acid is like, nah, that's a reset for real.
Yeah, like I've only done it like twice. One time, some guy offered me acid on the street. I didn't take it that time.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? But the other time that I got offered acid, I took it, which was in a more safe environment, like house party type vibes.
Yeah.
Took it. It was a great experience, man. I just kept on thinking about how everything's connected and like.
It's a ride, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely a ride. Did you answer this question already, by the way?
Bearer of bad news.
Right. So you would sing for the girl for the experience and the masturbation.
Yeah, I would. For the experience. Just that one time.
Okay. Just one time.
Just that one time.
What's the price?
Next time you gotta pay me. Yeah, next time you gotta pay me. Next time it gotta be a private show. We gotta have lights and all that.
Right,
smoke.
Exactly. You gotta. Would you
shit.
bring a crew into video? I feel like that would be some good vlog.
That would be some crazy vlog.
We should get into that vlogging, like porn.
Put it on OnlyFans.
Right.
I would definitely
New
have
idea.
OnlyFans.
Oh, you would definitely have an OnlyFans?
Not if I had to get naked.
What?
Nah, not me. But I would like sing for girls who are masturbating. And that would be my OnlyFans.
Okay. That's a fire OnlyFans. But what if it was only top down? Do you have any tattoos on your ribs or anything like that?
No, but I want some. I want some on my ribs. I got one on my chest.
Me too, yeah. I have one on my chest, one on my ribs. But like, if you film downwards, you wouldn't be able to know who it is, though.
It's his OnlyFans page.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't participate on the girls' OnlyFans page either? Have you been on any OnlyFans pages?
Nah.
Okay.
For sure not.
Just making sure.
But nah, he said just making sure.
I gotta ask a tough question just in case, like we had
I can't.
Somebody out there.
Even if I did, bro, you be doing too much research. I don't know. You're doing too much research.
Hey, expose the OnlyFans.
He's gonna be like, yeah, this is only.
He said hairy legs, man. Just looking for all hairy legs niggas on OnlyFans.
Nah, bro,
That's hilarious.
But nah, I want to get I got my first tattoo when I was 15. I want to get.
Really?
Yeah, I want to get I'm thinking I want to get it covered now.
What is it
'Cause
now?
I want to get like it's a eye, bro.
Okay, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, but I want to get like my whole chest done though now.
Right, more than just like a small little
Yeah.
piece. Yeah, me
So-
too. I have a small little piece right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
you know.
yeah.
But this is like I feel like maybe I'll get another eye. I don't know, but that would just look fucking weird with the like face on my like.
I mean, just do it, bro. 2 eyes, and then you can add some filler around it. You know, if you really want to fill
and
it
that's
out.
what I was thinking about, bro.
That would be hard.
Thinking about that, bro. I was like, that might be cool, bro.
Let's see if we can find some reference, fucking footage for that shit. You know what I mean? Reference photos. We're gonna do a shoot after this. I'm excited about that. We're gonna do our first
too, bro.
visualizer. You know what I mean?
I'm excited too, bro.
You know what I mean?
I haven't been out the house in like forever, bro.
I don't know how you live like that, bro.
I just be making music, playing a game, doing puzzles.
You said that. You said that you're fucking with the puzzles
Doing
nowadays.
puzzles, yeah.
Fucking with the video games. When was the first time you started getting into like gaming and shit like that?
I've been gaming since like I had like the great PlayStation, like the OG, like
Yeah, the first one type shit.
and the Xbox.
That's OG
Like
gaming.
the big
Yeah, like the big body, like the brick shit. Like I was like this.
with the circle green shit, that Xbox and the big X on it.
Right. Man, so you've been gaming. What was the first games you started getting really, really into? Were you into two? You said you don't play sporting games like that, right?
I'll like, don't get me wrong, bro. I'll play and I'll probably like bust a nigga ass for like pause, but first games I was really getting into, bro. It was some weird
Crash
shit.
Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That's
like
what everybody got into.
It was like that. It was like fucking Spyro, fucking
yeah.
It was there was this game on Xbox I used to play. It was Jaws, bro.
Jaws, like the movie,
like the movie
you
shark game.
killing people in the water and shit.
Bro, that game was ahead of its time, bro. Niggas need to go look that up.
Bro,
Jaws.
my parents were not letting me get those R-rated games, man.
Yeah, no, my parents was.
Really? Do you feel like your parents were just like a little bit more chill when it came to certain shit like that?
I feel like they just really didn't know.
They're just like, whatever you got going on, like, we'll just buy it.
Even if they was like, oh, it got like a lot of killing, it got some nudity, I'd be like, it's not that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that much. Like,
Oh
come
my
on,
God.
like,
You're a convincing kid.
yeah, like. And then I was like, for a long time, I was I was like, I had brothers and sisters, but they were my stepbrothers and sisters, but they were there since I was like a baby, so like.
Right.
But I was for a while. They were way older, so I was like the only child. You know what I'm saying?
Same
basically.
here. That's
You know
crazy.
what
My
I'm saying?
brothers and sisters are like in their 40s.
Yeah, so it's like I was basically like an only child until my little brother came along. But for a while, it was just me. So it's like they didn't really know they was at work a lot of the time. So it's like,
damn. Yeah, that being at work shit when your parents are at work is when most of the fun happens. You know?
yeah, bro, because it's just like you and like the internet and what your friends say, bro.
Bro, man,
You know?
that's when niggas first found out about everything, bro. Sex.com,
Everything,
you know? All that type of shit. Let's play another game. Let's play another one of these shits real quick. Which one are you thinking? Great Minds.
Bear or bad news?
Bear.
I want to hit that one first, but I
Bad
wanted to do
news.
Sonic Delight because of how your reaction.
That was a very good one. Let's see how that took us for a long time. That's what
Yeah.
these games do.
Yeah, that shit was fire. That was a good question.
All right, bearer of bad news. So God comes to you, and He says there's going to be a global flood. Whether or not you believe there was one before or not is another conversation.
Mhm.
But He tells you it's time to spread the message, and He needs you to spread this message of this global flood throughout the world. What is going to be your first way of doing that? Or what are going to be the ways you decide to spread that message?
Dang. You know, I would probably deploy a squadron of people to dress in clothing
Okay.
that matched kind of the urban environment, you know. And I would give him like cardboard signs and like Sharpies and be like, right, there's a great flood coming on like cardboard box. Put it on like corners and shit.
Homeless people. They like homeless people standing with signs that say a great flood is coming. That's hard.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Bro, I mean, like, it works a little bit in, like, it works a little bit in the movies, bro.
I don't know how many people are gonna believe that homeless niggas.
But
sign.
think about it. Like, every disaster movie you see, God with a sign, right?
That's true. That is usually the start. I don't know how effective.
There's gotta be something to it, though.
There is something. That's true.
Why would that be like a thing? Have you ever seen a homeless person with a sign that said like some crazy shit?
Yeah, some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you consider some crazy shit? I've seen like
a great flood is coming.
Okay, not like that. You know what I mean? I've seen like
that's what I'm saying.
Starving, you know.
So I'm saying if you seen a homeless person that said some crazy shit like a great flood is coming.
Right.
You ain't never seen no like homeless person that said that.
All right. Are they asking for money afterwards though? They're just
saying it. They're just saying it.
I'm gonna believe it then.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't never seen nobody do that. You ain't never seen no homeless person, right? Like they're either all like asking for something.
Are they
like
all
chilling
moving as a group throughout, or is it like? Because I feel like one homeless person by himself, I'll think you're on heroin. But like multiple homeless, like if there's like a group of people all with signs.
I feel like there's signs of heroin though. Like if you're doing heroin, like you're high as fuck.
That's true.
So if you're sober, if you see a sober guy, and I didn't say he was homeless.
Oh, okay. So
you said he was homeless.
Okay.
Hey.
I mean, if you have a cardboard sign, you're dressing in urban clothing, whatever that means. You know what I mean? I'm going to think this nigga's a homeless nigga. Like, what the fuck? Is that not a fair...
That is a fair assessment.
That's a fair assessment. All right.
But yeah, bro.
All right, that's a good first one. I'll probably think, like, in your music, you know, putting it as a message, like, yo... Don't worry, baby. A great flood's coming to wipe our minds.
Like people would not even get it until like the flood happened, and then after the flood, when they listen to the records on some like futuristic machine, like
right,
like, you try to tell them, nobody listen.
Well,
it's like no, you gotta do some crazy ass shit. Like you gotta get a fucking plane,
yes,
and with the smoke shit, and write that in the sky, and let niggas look at it.
Call CNN and be like, look at this.
Look at this.
That's true. Do you see? There was a movie about that. Like an asteroid is coming to the Earth.
Bro,
what movie was that, bro?
There's this new movie, bro, called Moonfall, about the moon falling to the Earth.
Damn, I hope that's not how we go out.
Bro, you know, I would rather go out in some spectacular ass shit like that.
Like a moonfall?
Yeah.
What about God coming or like
something like that, bro?
You know what I mean? I want one of those. Like actually,
like
if it's not a
movie shit, that I can die
right,
like
if
a
God,
hero or
yeah,
something.
That's true. If God isn't real and God doesn't come, then I want to go out on some shit where it's like, you know, a dinosaur apocalypse. And then we got to shoot it out with dinosaurs, and only the top niggas survive for a year. But we all end up going extinct eventually, but I make it to that last year so I could see, like, damn, these niggas is a soft.
Bro, how do you think it's going to go out?
Bro, like, honestly.
Because I feel like we're getting pretty close here.
I think we're coming straight towards the end right now, bro. Like, all monkeypox and shit coming out.
I think maybe like 2 generations after us, bro.
2 generations, yeah. Maybe we'll be able to have kids. I always used to pray for that.
Shit happens, bro.
That's a big fear, you know what I mean?
But I'd rather go out on some shit like that.
I was about to make a joke about Sleepy Joe and say, like, he's going to fall asleep and, like, press a nuclear button on the thing. Oh. Sorry. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I just don't. Bro, honestly, bro, politics and all that type of shit, bro, is just so stupid to me. Like, that it's like, yeah, all these people who are just like me and you have the ability to destroy the world. Like, Are they really gonna do it though? Because they have to think about themselves, their families.
And that's what I'll say. It's like nobody wants to kill themselves.
Right, exactly.
Especially if they got it. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people want to kill themselves,
right,
brother. Like nobody, like
usually presidents don't.
Presidents and like things like that. Like, I mean, maybe he does, bro. I don't know, but like, hopefully he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I think Putin would want to go on some blaze of glory type shit. You know
I don't even know too much about him to be like that. To be like,
that's true. I don't know too much about him either. I just know like what the media. How do you feel about like the fact that the media can just push messaging onto people? Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, bro. I feel like it don't really matter, bro. You just got to be informed on all sides, bro, and like have your independent media sources and shit like that.
Where do you turn to for like independent media right now?
Fucking random ass pages on YouTube, bro.
Right.
Just surfing like YouTube, bro, and just figuring out what the fuck's going on, and then learning about facts about whatever like the fuck is going on, like about like facts as far as like how whatever the fuck whatever's going on, how that works.
Right,
whatever.
learning both sides of the shit almost.
Yeah, bro, and then like everybody gonna have their sides, bro. So it's just like just going and seeing what people are saying, bro, and then making your own decisions based off of like what the populace thinks, because that's the only thing we could do, bro.
I wanted to ask, like, are there any books you're reading right now? Like, even from your
bro.
Really?
I ain't read a book in like forever.
That's crazy. You seem like such a smart guy. I mean, not saying that you don't have to, like, just because you're reading books means that you're smart or whatever.
Nah,
but
I be
like,
smoking weed.
Yeah, me too.
That's what it be.
Grr.
And playing and you gotta teach me how to do that. Sound like that guy. You remember that guy who used to growl? You remember when that?
Right. That nigga used to bark at people, at like the ladies or whatever.
He used to like growl like a panther or something. I don't fucking know.
That's dope.
Like, I don't even know. How to do it. No, like I don't know how to do it.
Oh yeah. And you just do funny memes on top of that, right? Yeah.
The do rag.
Yeah, some New York. He was from New York, right?
Yeah.
I'm from New York.
Word?
Yeah.
What part?
I'm from Mount Vernon, New York.
Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's like right at, like the Bronx, basically.
Oh, word.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's cool out there. You got to visit, man. We got to get a show out there.
Man,
a lot of
hopefully,
R&B,
bro. We
like-
put this fucking project out, bro. We doing shows all over the fucking world, man.
Man.
Bro, you know, I was on YouTube the other day, bro, and I was just watching because, like, sometimes I like to watch, like 2013, 14 shows from, like Travis Scott and, like, Tyler, the Creator, just to see, like,
how they were doing this shit,
when, like, they were, like, first starting. It's just, like, what you notice, bro, is, like, like, the bigger, like, you fucking get, like, the further away from the crowds, like, you start to get it. I'm like, that really, like, pushed me, like...
That's a fact.
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, like, that is... I mean, it's cooler. You got the bigger stage and you got the, like, shit, you know what I'm saying? But, like... the crowd is so far, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, that means like, because I eventually want to get to like a level like that. So I know that like that day will come, like if I get to where I want to get to, you know what I'm saying? Till it's to like a level I feel like, you know.
When, bro, I'm excited to see. I feel like when at this point, because, you know.
It's just about being more consistent, bro. Like I've been fucking off, bro. Like dealing with shit. So like, but.
What's been going on? Like, if you had to tell a fan right now, like, what's been going on? Like, why you've been under wraps? Like,
it's been a lot of, like, bullshit with the music industry and just, like, dealing with, like, things, like, I've never, like, knew, I guess, and just, like, gaining information and growing and just, like, mindsets and, like, shit changing and, like, me going through the industry, like,
people affecting when you could put out projects.
Just things
like
I really didn't think about like happening, and then like on top of that, like just regular shit with like relationships and shit like that. So just a bunch of shit, bro. And then like there's just a bunch of shit, bro.
And then being 24 and dealing with all that shit is like you got your personal life going. That's the thing that people don't think about, like. Niggas are young entrepreneurs. Right. Like, there's so much shit that we're still figuring out about life first. Yeah. And then you got to throw on this business shit on top of that. It's like, damn.
Because at a point, bro, it was really just me and, like, I mean, right now it still is. It's me in my room, but you know, like it was like there wasn't any thought of the business shit, bro. It was just like all art. It was just
Just
like
making music
this
and
is,
shit.
you know, I was just doing that because I enjoyed to do it, and I still do it because I enjoy to do it. You know, and I appreciate the fact that I like. That's why I'm going through like what I'm going through like with the industry is just because like maybe like morals that I kind of stand on and like things like that. You know what I'm saying? But like it's basically like just me trying to stay that guy who was just in his room, just like fucking around with shit. You know, like even right now, it's just like most of this not even most of this whole project, bro. I made in my fucking like in my grandma's like garage. You know what I'm saying? Like because that's why I'm staying right now. So it's just a bunch of shit happened, bro, and I'm gonna get into it over like time, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like.
I'm glad we could be the start of you getting that kind of conversation out, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot, bro. It was like a lot of shit with money too, bro. It's just like got signed, got fucking like money, like didn't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? Right? Fucked it off, and it was just like.
But what were you fucking it off on if you're mainly just an inside type of guy? Like, did you start going to the club? Did you start doing all that kind of shit?
A little bit, bro. I just started buying hella shit, bro. Like buying hella fucking shoes, buying like clothes I never fucking wore, bro. That I never like, but when I, you know, and I would say it was like if I need to take like videos or like photography and shit like that. But it just like going places, you know what I'm saying? Like I went to Amsterdam.
Whoa, yeah. How was that?
That was fun. I went to Amsterdam, bro. I went to Paris. And it was fun, bro. And I was buying shit. I was having a good time. I bought a car. I bought a car.
A nice car. It's outside.
Nah. I bought that car after. I bought another car. Ooh. I had another one, bro.
A Ferrari type vibes.
Nah, I had a Mustang, bro. Ooh. I had a Mustang, bro.
Jeez.
I had an apartment I was spending too much fucking money on, bro. I was just I did it like total switch in lifestyle that like it was just like out of character, bro. And it was just like me being young and never not having shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I had things, you know what I'm saying? But it was like really things I worked for. It's like, oh, like me feeling like, oh, in high school, like, niggas had like cool ass cars. Niggas on the basketball team had fire ass whips, and they dads had fire ass whips and shit like that. And it's like I wanted shit like that. So like I remember this nigga one time, bro. He got a new Mustang in like high school, bro. And I was like, damn, I want a fucking Mustang. And I always wanted a Mustang, bro. So when I first got money, bro, I just bought a new Mustang, bro. Wow. And it was like, but it was just a lot of like things that I did that was like. It was learning, you know what I'm saying? And it was like experiences that I kind of had to go through, like to kind of just learn from them. Because like now it's just the way that I like think about things are a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? And it's like just because of the experiences that happened. So
were people around you kind of saying that you were changing as well during that time, or like?
I mean, not
like you
really.
were staying the same. Okay.
Not really, because I still would hang like the only people I really hang with would be like my family and shit.
Right.
So it's like, other than that, bro, it's like, it was the same. It was like, it was never like, I stopped hanging out with them. It was never like, I was like, no, I'm not finna fuck with y'all. Or I'm finna go over here and do my own thing.
You kept the same people around you.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, the only thing I would say is I let new people around me.
So you started growing your group a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the people around you stayed solid and everything like that, though?
Some of them.
That's crazy. That's definitely not the same story a lot of people have. A lot of people say, once I started making some money, started moving, like, people just start changing on them, you know?
No, there was some conversations I had to have with some people, you know what I'm saying, about things like that. But as far as, like, people being like, no, maybe that's a different amount of money. Like, maybe people get a different amount of money and just start automatically balling out of control, buying houses and shit. And then people could be like, damn, nigga, like, you moved to California. You ain't talk to us no more. You know what I'm saying? But it was never, I was still right down the street from my family. I ain't really never go nowhere. And what I would do is just leave, like, out of like Atlanta, like I go like to Los Angeles, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in New York or whatever. But
Did you ever leave out the city for a long period of time? Because it's like, I know on one of your interviews you were saying how you feel like Atlanta wasn't ready for your sound at that time. Like that's a Brevity interview, I think it was.
bro, I feel like a lot of the times, bro, and I feel like I still feel a certain type of way like that, but I feel like on another side, it's because like I don't be going outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just like an entitlement that I don't carry anymore. It's like, why would people know about me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I feel like people are sleeping on me? I feel like, oh, like, well, I got this many listens on fucking Spotify or this whatever. And I was like, you know, and I came to kind of realize that, like, people gonna hear you when they hear you, and they're gonna fuck with you when they fuck with you, and they not when they not. So it's like,
You can't really like.
yeah, I'm not gonna be like Atlanta's not ready for my sound. You know what I'm saying? Like the people in Atlanta who fuck with me gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there is a thing where like you blow up or you get like a bunch of fans, or you know what I'm saying, and more people do bandwagon and follow you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's a everywhere thing.
That's a part of the game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's not just an Atlanta thing. Like that's an everywhere thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't even get mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like I was, because I felt like I deserved something. And I had to learn, like, you don't really deserve anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
everything you get, like, that, and that goes back to saying, like, why I don't look back at, like, my accomplishments. Because it's like, even with those, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't feel like Atlanta fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And I got accomplishments. You would be like, you fine if you fuck, you know, because you listen or you go, you know, and you look me up. But whatever, like, niggas wouldn't, like, they're not like, oh, I fuck with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or it's like people aren't doing that, bro. So it's like, so when they hear, they're going to hear, bro. You know what I'm saying? When they don't hear, they just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be mad at people for not knowing, bro, and call it sleeping. You know, but when people actively know, you know what I'm saying, and then like be like, and actively like claim to fuck with you, I guess that's when. But at that point, it's just capping. So I don't know. I don't even know like what, you know.
It's interesting to me that you have the exact opposite of the bravado of a musician. To me, like it's like somebody might think like, and I think I said this already. Like you just have like, from the outside looking in, all this kind of already figured out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Atlanta fuck with me. Like, of course, you know, like, that's where he's from. Like, you know what I mean? That's naturally what somebody's going to think.
Bro, my whole plan, bro, I was like, because at one point I was like, Atlanta just not going to fuck with me, like, until, like, I become something. So I'm going to go out and become something. And I feel like that's why I got the entitlement of, well, damn, like, why don't y'all fuck with me now? Like, I went out and I did something. Like, I should feel like, you know.
This is my city now. Like, I'm on
Not
top
even
of it.
my city. Like, I should feel a part, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should feel like niggas is like, I'm in some conversation or I'm doing something. Like,
you got it at the same time, though. You got to be outside sometimes.
And that's
though,
what
man.
you know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, like, I can't even be mad. Like, I said that when I did say that, you know. But
Bro, come out with us.
Hey, bro, I'll come
That'd
out
be
with whoever.
fun.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm trying to, like, get out more and, like, meet new friends. And, like,
Let's do it. Do we have some
you
friends?
seem fun, too, bro. Like, you know, you drink, you smoke, you know what I'm saying? You do shrooms, you do LSD. You do all the things I like.
Let's do it,
Play
man.
video games.
I do.
You're like another version of me.
Hey.
Except your name's, like, Richard.
Unfortunately, I guess. Cheers to that, my friends. You know what I mean? We got to go out there, have a good time, bro. Dark NB, they throw some parties.
Word.
We are getting into, you're performing at one of our things.
man.
You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
Super excited about
bro.
that
I
shit.
haven't performed in Atlanta, bro, in like 3 years.
Wow.
Like
So this
3
is kind
years.
of like your first time really seeing what kind
I'm
of
so
pull you have
fucking
in the
nervous,
city.
bro. I'm so
Pop
nervous.
out.
Pop out,
It's
bro.
gonna be
Pop out.
crazy.
I'm so nervous about it, bro. But at the same time, like I'm nervous about every show. I feel like you never really get over like that nervousness.
You seen the video of Lil Baby warming up before the show that's been going viral?
You gotta show me that.
I'll show it to you. It's like this video of him kind of doing like this nervous tick almost that like, you know, but you just, even he's done so many stadiums at this point, I'm sure. But still he has to get that courage.
Because, bro, like you want to have pride in yourself in the things that you do. So, like, you're going to get nervous because you don't want to fuck up. Like, I don't want to fuck up. Like, I want people to enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy myself. So, like, I'm nervous about that. But I know, like, once I get up there, bro, it's like, you know, when, like, you ever watch, like, Animal Planet or, like...
Yeah,
like
I used to watch that, get dumb high and watch that shit all the time.
You remember, like... All right, so I used to fuck with sharks heavy, right? So, like, they would talk about, like, how sharks, like, attack people and shit like that. You know how, like, their eyes go back
and they close. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how it feels to perform. It's like you step on stage and it's like free falling, bro. It's just like, well, I'm up here. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
gotta do it now.
There's a point where it's like, you know, there's all this, you know what I'm saying? And then you get on there and you're like, well, I'm up here. And then after that, it's just like, fuck it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm up here.
Wow, that's an interesting feeling because hosting parties, I feel that same way sometimes. Like, you just got to get into that first march. You got to just say something in the mic. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it kind of happens.
And then once you see, like, oh, shit, like, people are enjoying themselves. I'm talking. People are moving. Like, and then once you start getting the feeling of controlling the room, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, at least, like, going off of, like, the vibes or whatever. Like, you're just, like...
What's the craziest experience you've had during a performance, bro?
Crazy experience I had during a performance.
Has a girl ever took her titties out on one of your shows?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that.
I ask everybody that question.
I'm waiting for that, man. I can't wait for that.
Listen, we got to make it happen for him. Ladies.
I can't wait for that.
Digital Heaven, August 13th.
I can't wait for that. But craziest performance ever, bro. Like, really? I was on, like, the Skizzy Mars tour when he was, like, he did, like, the East Coast, and it was like 2 years ago. Like, and it was, I think Salt Lake City was, like, the craziest
You
show.
brought that one up, yeah.
Yeah. And that's just because of, like, just how hype everybody was and how many people it was. And I have never seen a crowd like I had never seen a crowd like that before.
Salt Lake City. That's so unexpected, like.
Bro, I feel like that's like I feel like the towns where, like, I don't want to say where, like, don't shit happen. I don't want to put that on Salt Lake, but, like, I feel like
you wouldn't be wrong.
But you know what I'm saying? I feel like the towns where, like, it's not like super huge cities, like they turn up like probably the most.
Right.
But I haven't done that many shows either. Like, I only did like that half a tour. So.
How did they respond when you said nigga in your music?
How do I respond?
How did they respond? Because I'm sure it was a mainly white audience.
I mean, it was hip hop, so I mean, it's not like they wasn't accustomed to the word.
Right.
But it ain't
did
like
you
they
hear
knew.
Anybody say it?
Nah, niggas ain't know my songs.
Really?
So they wasn't saying that. Yeah, niggas did not know my songs, bro. Like, I was just opening up for that. Niggas did not know my songs, bro.
But they were feeling it though.
Yeah,
that's
for
dope.
sure.
Isn't that a good feeling though when you feel like you made fans
bro.
that night?
For sure. No, that's a super. And there's still fans that I actively, like, you know what I'm saying, like, talk to, communicate, that I see like my shit, and I DM them and they DM me that, like, are from shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's just a different experience because it gives you, like, a chance to, like, personally connect with a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than just it being audio or them connecting, like, visually to like a video or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're there in person and you make that connection, like, with them during the show, and, like, I don't know, that's something people, like, actually, like, remember, even though they are making memories to your songs or doing whatever.
That shit is crazy. Yeah, there's definitely people who probably have experiences to your music.
Yeah.
And that probably, if I was a musician,
I don't even think about that
amazing.
Shit,
that's an amazing feeling, though. Like,
there's
is, somebody out there who's seen their girlfriend for the first time and your song was playing. You know what I mean?
That shit is fucking crazy.
Crazy. You know?
Like, the soundtracks to fucking life.
We all
That
have
is
them. Like,
fucking
what
crazy
would you
as
say
fuck.
is like an album that was like a soundtrack to your life at one point? Graduation, you brought that
Bro,
up earlier.
Lupe Fiasco, bro. His Food and Liquor.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first. That was the first fucking. That was the first tape I ever had. Like, as far as like album that I bought at the store.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and not like I was super big into buying like shit, but I remember it was him. It was him on BET, bro, with Kick Push. And I think that was
Classic song.
Yeah.
I remember
Bought
the
the
first
album.
time I heard that song. I was
Yeah.
like, this nigga is like on
that
another
felt like
level.
that, bro. That was the soundtrack to my life for a good little while. But a lot of the times where I was listening to like just like shit that like just random shit, bro. Like I remember I had the iPad that like you swirl like your finger around and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like shit I would like have off like LimeWire when I was
LimeWire. What was the other one? MP3 Rocket.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I
remember
remember I was listening to Prom
Skull
Queen by
MP3.
Lil Wayne heavy at one time.
Ooh, for Lil Wayne.
I remember I got slapped on the bus one time when I was in third grade.
Slapped on the bus?
Slapped on the bus.
For what?
I think I was turning around and like talking to these girls, but I think I was just annoying them. And they like smacked my ass.
Wait, did they slap your ass or slap you on the face?
Slapped me on the face.
Oh, okay.
And then I just sat down in the seat, listened to Prom Queen. It was on the way to Fern Bank, bro. It was on the way to a. It was.
What were you saying to these girls,
bro? It was not, bro. I was just, bro. It was some girls, bro. I was like,
I want to sniff your hair.
I don't know, bro. No way.
I'm playing.
But like, I remember, bro. It was this girl, bro. I don't even know what she's doing in life, bro. Where she is, bro. But fucking, there was this girl. I like. She was like this. She was this girl named Rebecca Rodriguez, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was this other girl named Tatiana, bro. These are very faint memories in my mind right now, and I'm fucking telling you.
Third grade.
These are very faint fucking memories. I'm telling you from my fucking childhood. Root fucking memories, nigga.
Yo.
So I was saying something to her. I don't fucking know, bro. But she slapped me, bro. And I turned around, bro. And I sunk in my seat, bro. And I turned on Lil Wayne Prom Queen, bro. And I listened to that song like a few fucking times, bro. And then I fell asleep on the way to Fern Bank.
Yo.
On a fucking, what's that? A field trip, bro.
Fell asleep. That's when you know. That's like what you do when you get your ass whooped by your parents. You just fall asleep, you know? It's like, yo.
Bro, I don't know
You're
how.
disappointed in yourself,
Bro,
disappointed in everything.
That is a root fucking memory. I remember that shit.
Wow. I got slapped by a girl once too.
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
I feel like those are root memories, bro.
This girl, my friend wanted to break up with her, but he was scared to do it, right? So I told him I would do it for her. So I walked up to the girl and I was like, hey, like, you know, Max don't want to be with you anymore. And she said, boom! Slapped me right in the face and said, stop being an owl. But she meant to say, stop being a parrot. That's the thing that really sticks out to me because owls don't talk. You know what I mean? Owls aren't animals that speak.
Fuck?
She said, stop being an owl. And I was like, what the fuck are you even talking
Why
about?
the fuck she even slap you, though?
Right. I'm like, I didn't break up with you, bitch. Like, we ended up being cool afterwards. You're still a bitch because we aren't cool anymore.
Did she apologize?
No.
How y'all end up being cool?
She was bad.
Oh,
Yeah. Like, I just like having bad bitches around me, so I forgive
makes
them sometimes more than I should. But like,
I can understand
you
that.
know what I mean? So that's what happened with that. And she slapped the fuck out of me in church.
In church?
Yes.
This happened in church?
In church, bro. In church, this happened to me.
What the
I
fuck?
was like, walked up to her, was like, yo, Max don't want to be with you no more. Boom! Stop being an owl.
You remember that shit.
And then I just remember thinking, like, owls don't even talk. And
You was just shocked. That's the only thing you can say.
Bro, I was just shocked.
Owls don't even talk.
I couldn't even. Just walked away like it was in front of everybody.
What?
Like in front of there was people there.
It was in front of everybody for me too, but it wasn't as. It don't sound like it was as bad. Like I don't feel like my memory was like as bad as like.
I mean, don't get me. I don't think that many people noticed because of how fast her hands were. Like I've never seen a girl move that. You would think
Girls
that
be
I would
quick,
be able
man.
to dodge. Like
Girls be quick.
oh yeah, they're quick. My
Girls
mom
be
was quick. Like when she used to like get to it with me.
My
like,
mama was quick too.
she
bro.
would. I would be like, damn, were you like fighting Mike Tyson when you were younger or some shit like that? Quick.
Bro, my mom was quick too, bro.
Really? You used to get your ass beat sometimes when you were younger?
Yeah, for sure. I used to. I remember when I was a kid, bro, and they used to. You ever had to like go outside and pick like your own switch?
Ah, man.
Remember that?
I got beat with shoes and shit, like whatever was in their hands at the time. Like
My mom beat me with belts. She
Yeah,
beat me
belts.
with an extension cord a couple times. Not really like a bunch of times. Not
Right.
like that was mainly what she used. Mainly what she used was belts. I remember that. But there was a couple times where she beat me with an extension cord. My grandma used to whip me with belt. I mean, not belts, but switches. And
Right. That's that old
Yeah.
school. Like your parents are from the South?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that old school down south shit.
Yeah, my grandma from Alabama. My mom was born in Alabama too, I think.
Alabama.
My dad was born in Kansas.
Wow, yeah, that's you're gonna have to go outside and get that switch in those states. Huh? I never had to. I got beat with like belts and shoes. Really?
Yeah.
You gotta get that shit yourself.
Yeah, you gotta get that shit
small.
yourself.
Yeah. Bro.
And even the small ones, bro. The small ones sting, bro. The big ones hurt. The small ones sting.
Yeah, if it's like not the right one, like.
But wouldn't that
But
leave?
you can't get it like a too small.
Yeah, because if it's too small, it's gonna leave welts. And my parents were.
No,
you know
like
what I
it
mean?
can't be something light.
Yeah, it can be something light.
Like if it's you just get like a little stick that's not.
You know, like them branches, like that, kind of be like this big.
They're not like stiff, but they're not.
Yeah, they're like kind of
It's not like grass.
Wow. Did you also go through this?
That's some southern shit, bro.
Yeah.
You, Ducky, did you go through this?
I got threatened with it.
You got threatened. Yeah, my parents used to say.
Threatened me one time.
I used to get
Grandma,
threatened. Yeah, I used to get threatened with shit like that. Cause, whoa, that White Claw's coming.
I remember one time I can't remember what I was doing, but I had to hold my hand out. It wasn't. I don't think it was by my uncle.
Oh yeah, hold the hand out for a spoon.
Nah, it wasn't a spoon. It was a shoe.
Yeah,
Just shoe.
I remember. I feel like that was always the worst ones when they're just like, I would rather get beat after you calm down. You
I don't know.
know?
That one just hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
All of them just hurt your feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
But that one just hurt your feelings.
You're not gonna die. I remember one time I
Okay.
seen this kid get hit with the hard part of the belt.
What?
Oh yeah, bro. I remember it was first grade, and this kid was bad as fuck though. Like I think he was an asshole. You know, so I can understand as a parent, like if your kid is a fucking asshole like this kid, like how eventually you would get to the point where you like fucking just lose your mind. Actually, no. Let me not say that. Can I get canceled for that?
What? Lose your
Okay,
mind?
never mind. No, just like beating your kid too vigorously, like.
Too
You can't.
vigorously.
You can't beat your kid with the hard side of the belt.
Can you?
I'm
beat
not
your kid
saying.
anymore.
I don't think you can really. Can you? I think you could beat your kid.
Can you?
Yeah, to a point.
Like you can
said
spank.
to a point.
You could spank. Let's not use the word beat.
What's a
You can't get
spank?
the soft side of the belt.
Yeah, because beat
Right.
sounds assault. Like
Right.
Yeah, it does.
And you shouldn't use the hard part of the belt. But this kid's dad used the hard part of the belt. Definitely abusive. I can't understand it. I was wrong for
What do
saying
you
that
think
just
he's
now.
doing now?
I think that kid is a construction worker.
think
Because, bro, no funny shit. You get beat with that type of shit, and he came back into the classroom. He was crying, but he was still there. Like, I was like, man, like, that's a tough kid. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real nigga right there, bro.
I could just see like Tiny you being like, man, this tough kid.
I was definitely
With the sunglasses, bro.
I was definitely like, yo, like, this nigga, yeah, like, he gets busy. You know what I mean? He gets busy,
Bro,
for sure.
you knew even in elementary, bro.
Who was gonna be the ones, right?
You knew, bro.
I was definitely not one of them ones. Like I was
Bro,
trying to.
I
Like,
tried to be one of them ones in
I wasn't
high
the tough
school
guy.
when I was like trying to figure out my identity. I was like, I'm gonna sell drugs for a little bit.
oh yeah, I mean,
Nah.
yeah.
Not gonna sell drugs.
Really, didn't work for you?
Nah, bro. Just
What?
I feel like it'll work at this time just because I'm a little bit more chill now,
Right.
and I do drugs,
Mhm.
so it's like not that big of a deal. But like back then, I didn't do drugs and I tried to sell drugs. So it's like kind of trying to sell something like
You don't know nothing
shit
about.
It's like
It's like, can
you
I
don't
get a?
do none of this shit you trying to sell. It's like I
Right.
was like, bro, do you want some weed? You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't fucking ask at that point.
Right.
You know, now looking back, I'm like, this is how you should have sold it. You know what I'm saying? Bro? Like,
Yo, we all went through that drug selling phase, man, where it's like,
Yeah.
let me get some extra money. Like, I remember when I started copping apes for the first time, and I
Yeah.
would break down apes to like a few dimes, and then like be able to like just buy it, get enough money to buy weed the next day type shit. Like I used to do that and steal quarters from my parents to like make
He said
enough
steal
money.
quarters from his
Just to make enough money
He
to
said
get
by
weed.
any means.
Then my
I need
fucking cousins started getting into it, so then I was able to get some more access and
That's
yeah.
wild. I started
kind of
working
kid
at
were you?
Johnny's Pizza.
Johnny's Pizza, that was your thing? That was your first money
That was
grab?
my first money shit, bro. It was like, get a job busting tables.
How did that feel?
I fucking hated that shit. I never want to work again, bro.
I can imagine.
No, I don't. I'm not. I'm not gonna work again. Or if I do work again, bro, it's gonna be for myself.
Right.
But, you know, or I would work again if it was for like a goal or something. But I wouldn't work aimlessly, bro. Like it'd be for like something else.
That's the problem though, cause I got fired last week. You know what I mean?
How did that
And
feel?
bro, it felt fucking crazy getting fired, bro. 'Cause
But
it was like
it doesn't suck though.
it didn't
because-
suck because I got more time to do the things that I had to do.
Exactly.
But it was like
think about the people that don't do that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
the
think about the
hard
people
thing.
like
that just had to think
That
only about
just-
getting another job.
yeah, or just work because that's the only thing that they do is work. Like
The interesting thing for me though was like the reason I got fired is because I was spending so much time focusing on my own shit
I'm saying,
that it
when
was
I got
like
fired.
right, you know. So it's like if I'm focused on my own shit, do I really have time to be focused on this job shit as well? And that's I feel like the conundrum that a lot of creatives find themselves in is like, how do I fund my creativity and at the same time focus on my creativity?
To some sort, bro, you have to conform to like getting a job or do like going into that system unless like you have like you've already built up or you have the capability of building up like some type of like side shit. But you know what I'm saying?
What about in your music? Do you feel like you have to conform in your music to the sounds that are popular at the time?
Not necessarily, bro. I think you need to be aware, but you don't have to necessarily to like conform. Like I make like a bunch of different music, and I make it because like I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't make it because like, oh, this is what's popping or this is what's going on. Like I make the shit that I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just like when I'm making like music, it's just like if I feel like making some R&B shit, I'll make some R&B shit, and just because I'm me, like it'll come out like me because I'm me and I've lived like my experiences. But there's songs that are like R&B artists have made that I'm like, oh damn, like I like that song, or I like this song that's a rock song, or I like this song that's a pop song, or you know, and I don't want to be like, well, damn, I make trap music, so I could never make pop song, and I don't
Right.
make trap music, but for like
And
for an
person who
example,
does.
you know what I'm saying? For a person who does, it's like, well, I just make trap music, so that's all I could do for the rest of my fucking life is make trap music. It's like that's fucking stupid. Like I want to make like whatever I feel like making at any time. I want it to be like a painting. Like painters paint whatever the fuck they want to paint. They don't have a fucking a sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they have an art style necessarily, but as time progresses, that
might
art style
change.
becomes their own, like into a point, and other people might put it like in a genre and say, well, this is abstract. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like sometimes artists don't want the hassle of having to like always explain our shit for people to like, you know, understand like, oh, this is abstract for you guys to know. So this is just for you to know. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
like
right, right.
I don't feel like fucking naming it today. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And this is the shit that I don't feel like fucking naming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How do you like it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
and it's like it's just shit like that, bro. Like,
That's the weird thing about art is that it's like people, the masses have to judge it, but it's made for creatives to a certain extent to understand. Like, I don't know. I can't even say that.
it's because of what because it depends on like why you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like some people just do music to make money, and that's not to say like, oh, you can't make music to make money. It's like, okay, do what you do.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But does that not frustrate you though when people are just out here watering down the craft?
sometimes,
I would imagine.
yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean?
For sure, it's definitely frustrating, bro. It's just like what can I do about it?
That's true.
But make more music, bro. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
feed
Like,
the streets.
there's nothing I can do, bro. But like, stay in like, just create shit, bro. Like, I
Right.
designed this, bro. Like,
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that. You said that has something to do with your next project.
yeah.
that's
So my
coming.
next project, bro. My next project coming out. By the time like people like,
Be able to understand these.
yeah, it's gonna be up. But like, it's for the next project, bro. It's called American Psycho, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming out like 11/11. You know what I'm saying? And these are kind of like I mentioned earlier how I felt like sometimes I don't like going out and it's like I want like a paper bag or whatever. So these are like the paper bags, you know what I'm saying? But
Wow.
at this point it's becoming like a character, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of evolving in my mind at least, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but it's basically for like the next shit. I forgot what the fuck my train of thought.
You were talking about the next album, 11/11, and how the paper bag chains and how it kind of relates to the album American Psycho.
Yeah. So basically, bro, cause like I don't know, I feel like a lot of people can like more relate to this than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like Batman. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like a persona almost.
Yeah,
like a
that's what is
character.
becoming in my mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like people can like more relate to like a concept than like a person. Like people can relate to me, but people like can relate to more of like something that stands for something. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain point, you don't want all that pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? To like anybody can be like this. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can be like me and live like my life experiences. You know what I'm saying? But people can be their own version of like themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that can be this, you know what I'm saying? Whatever this means, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
That's beautiful, bro. Nah,
Look
I
at my
do
shit that I didn't want to name. Figure it out.
Man, bro, that's fucking beautiful, man. I really feel like you have like a love for the art.
I
you
do,
know?
bro. I just have a love for just being able to create, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it. To me, I feel like I'm adding something to the world. You know what I'm
when
saying?
you're creating some shit.
Yeah, when I'm creating something, and on one point, it's like selfish a little bit because it's for me. You know what I'm saying? Everything is basically for me to process things. You know, but it helps people, and now that I know that it helps people, like it's another thing for me like to do. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So that's just how I feel, bro. Like,
man, bro,
literally.
that was beautiful. That was.
We're gonna do this last one?
Let's do this last one. We have to. Great minds or three futures. This is a personal favorite of mine, by the way. Everyone gives a different answer. I feel like I know what your answer is going to be, but I'm curious to see what it is.
Yo, my ex-girlfriend used to live on the street, bro.
Really? On this street specifically?
On this street, bro.
That's crazy. You said you were from the west side. This is the west side right
yeah,
here.
My ex-girlfriend used to live on this street, bro.
That's crazy as fuck. How did it feel pulling up in the park?
I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
this
what's that?
I was like, bro, she lived a couple houses down, bro. Down
That's
the hill, bro.
crazy as fuck. And is it how long ago have you guys been broken up?
Oh, we've been broken up for a good little bit now.
Okay, cool. So it's not too stinging anymore.
Nah, I don't hurt it all.
Okay. Are you still single right now?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
Not
I was gonna
really.
say you should hit her up after this.
It's complicated. I'm not.
Not single.
There's somebody that I'm like
That's-
talking to, but it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? We're still figuring things out, but
It's hard.
It's
Labels
difficult.
are hard. You know
it's
what I mean?
difficult, you know what I'm saying? It's just difficult, like, learning people and, like, you know, like, taking the time and, like, having the patience, you know what I'm saying? And, like, we're all young as fuck, so it's just, like...
Right. That's the thing. It's like, do you know what you want? Have you experienced enough yet to say that I'm in this committed relationship?
It's just a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
A whole lot. Whole lot of red.
A whole lot of things, bro. Whole lot of emotions, bro. That's all it is.
Let's get to this one. Great minds or three futures. This is a 3-part question. Who do you think is the greatest mind in existence right now?
Greatest mind?
Mind.
Like
thought leader, person who's very important, who's going to change the
Elon
world.
Musk.
Elon Musk.
Did you know it?
Oh, I
You knew
mean,
I was gonna say that?
also there's a lot of controversy around Elon Musk, but I agree.
What's
with
the
you.
controversy?
I think the controversy is around Dan knows more than I do, but
Well, I mean, like,
he's
other
an
than, like,
asshole. I
being,
think.
like firing all the employees that like designed all the SpaceX shit and Tesla shit before it like took off,
Uh-huh.
and like, I don't know, there's some shit like one of his
Unions.
He like had some union shit going
Yeah,
on, or like
one of his daughters is trans, and he was
One
like
of his-
really like treated her like shit.
one of his daughters is trans. He treated her bad. A lot of things going on in the Musk household, but I do feel like he is a thought leader. You know, so I agree with your choice. I don't want to discourage your choice because that's not even really the
Oh
point.
no, that's still not gonna change my choice.
Yeah, there we go. Elon Musk, right?
Yeah.
So Elon Musk, right? He's in the situation where he's on these train tracks and he's tied to it. He's an asshole, you know what I mean? As we just described just now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's on these train tracks and the train is coming at 150 miles per hour, about to kill him. On the other tracks is 3 kids.
3 kids.
3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lever in front of you. You can save one of these 2 people. Either you change the rail and it runs over the kids, or you change the rail this way and you kill Elon fucking Musk.
Or I killed 3 kids.
Or you kill 3 kids. Which one are you
What
going
if I
to
don't
choose?
pull it? What does that do? Where is it?
If
going
you
first?
don't pull,
Who's it hitting first?
it hits both of them. The train splits in half and destroys Elon Musk and the kids. It's one or the other. It's either you kill everybody or you kill one person.
Or 3 people.
Or 3 people.
Or I kill Elon Musk.
Right.
Damn.
It's a
That's
tough one.
dilemma, bro.
It's a very big dilemma.
That's a moral dilemma.
We're just saying, I'm just going to say this, all right? 3 kids can
Could
be
Elon Musk.
anything.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking.
Or McDonald's employees.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Let's not pretend like there's only one option here. It's chances are they're not going to be Elon Musk. Let's just throw it out there.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
You know?
That is true. A
Which
logical choice. Logical choice would be Elon just because, like. I don't know if that's the
buddy,
choice
it's
that you
because we were
make.
born in
But
'97,
that's
which
not
is
because it's like you're a
realistic.
grown man. Why are you tied to a railroad track?
Bruh, I mean, that's true. I don't think you get me tied to a railroad track too easily at this point in my life.
You're Elon Musk, bro. Why are you tied to a railroad track?
You should have a flamethrower or some shit. You know
You
what
should
I mean?
have
Get niggas off you.
anything, bro.
That's true.
You build rockets.
But you can't blame Elon Musk in this
I
situation.
can definitely not blame the children though.
I mean, who was easy? I guess 3
You
kids.
can't make it make sense.
Yeah, 3 kids, I guess, would be
'Cause it's
easier
like-
to overpower and tie to a train track.
Cause it's like,
What
you
if they're
grown
10?
men.
They're
What-
13.
What did you do to get on these roads? Cause I can just believe like.
I mean,
some
Dan just said
crazy
some union shit went on. Like,
That's
there's
what
a
I'm
lot of
saying.
reasons people
There's
probably hate
reasons
him.
You can be tired. I mean, like.
But does that really
these kids
matter
ain't-
too much, though, when you're
these kids
dealing
ain't
with...
did nothing though. They like innocent.
And they're also not geniuses.
Yeah, they're not geniuses. You're right.
Elon
but
building
there's more
rockets.
geniuses that can take
Take
can
over?
do what Elon does. Not as like, I'm not gonna say as vigorously or as like with the same mindset or the same like thought or with the, but like
You feel like
there are
there's
more
another
people.
mind.
There are other minds as great. You know what I'm saying? Like we see it even on TikTok. Like people making like, I just saw somebody make a fucking like engine off of water, and then it was like, oh, don't put this on TikTok because you're gonna disappear tomorrow in the comments and shit.
Whoa.
You haven't seen those like people inventions and shit like that, like.
Nah,
On
so there's
TikTok?
inventions that people have that will change society that people are literally just stopping from being made mainstream.
Bro, did you hear about that story where the guy, he made this thing where it pulls water out of the air and it converts it in this little machine, and he was giving people in Detroit free water. You didn't hear about that.
I didn't hear about
And
this.
that's why you didn't fucking hear about that shit. That's why you didn't hear about it. You didn't hear about that shit.
No, I didn't.
Look it up.
And did people...
I'm not even gonna just look it up.
Look it up, man.
Look it up.
Man.
Did you hear about this?
Yeah.
You knew about this?
Yeah.
How
You
did
heard
you
about
hear
this?
about it?
Did you hear about this?
You heard about it too, Ducky?
People converting water to power or some shit.
No,
This
converting.
guy that's like giving free water in Detroit and like
Guy giving free water.
allegedly was like silenced by Nestle and some other water companies.
Man. There's all types of conspiracies on this.
That's not a
continent.
fucking. That's not a
Yeah.
conspiracy. That's not
Like
a.
the Lorax.
That's not a conspiracy. That's a fact.
Wow.
It's not a. We don't know if Nestle. They don't know if Nestle did it, but all we know is that that nigga had a generator, bro, and it took water out the fucking air, right? It took water out the air and it converted out because H2 like air, bro, like. There's what
H2 hydrogen.
There's,
two
but
oxygen.
it take you know what I'm saying. But it converted the oxygen in the air into like H2O for like you to drink, bro. Like, and niggas like, and it stopped working. We don't know if it was like, well, they say that it was like tampered with. You know what I'm saying?
What about a dehumidifier? Isn't that kind of the same thing?
Probably.
It's a similar concept.
It's a
the
similar
same
con-
concept, but he was doing it on like it was like on a different scale, like.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden,
But that's-
it just, like stopped working, and then he never like continued to pursue it.
Man,
That's crazy though, right?
that is
'Cause
crazy.
that's like free. Like, just think about like how that could be used, just even like.
To change the world. That's what a lot of people's argument is that there's enough money out there to end world's hunger, but people aren't doing it. But then the question is like, would you do it? Do you think if you had the money to change world hunger, but then you would have to go back to being middle class, would you do that? Would you take that?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
Yeah. For sure.
What about low class?
No.
Okay, that's fair. I wouldn't take that either. I would no way I would take that shit.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm not gonna fucking lie, bro. I don't want to be low class, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to work for the things that I work for, and then be able to enjoy the things I work for.
Me too.
Now, the things that I can help with when I can, like, you ever heard the saying like you gotta be able to help yourself to help other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Ho
Like
said.
you can't like if I go back to being low class, how am I gonna help with what I on the scale that I want to like help and accomplish things on? Because there's different scales of like that people want to. Some people are okay with like some people might just go out every day and hand sandwiches out to people, and that's how they contribute to the world, and that's the scale that they want to do that at. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that that's wrong. That's just not what I want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, I wouldn't. I would keep being middle class, and I would use the funds and the shits that I have in the middle class to then work myself back to be able to be in a situation where I can like give it away again or do whatever.
They said if you gave all the money in the world to the 5 people and took it or distributed it evenly amongst everybody, it would be in the wealthiest hands again within a year.
How much money do you need like to solve world hunger?
Probably like $2 trillion or some shit like that.
2 trillion.
It's less than I think it's 1.6 trillion.
1.6 trillion. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fucking money, bro.
But one government has that though.
That's true.
Like just one singular government, like America. Like they say they're in debt, but like
I mean, that's less than U.S.'s military spending last year.
Well, fuck the U.S. Fuck everybody.
What about like even like China or like
All these places have it. You know what I mean?
all these places got like
I
trillions
believe
of dollars.
China's out here fucking spending even more, bruh. They're
All
out
these
here
places
fucking
have
ready
trillions
to,
of dollars of like capital, bro.
right.
And I'm not saying like it's just some easy ass thing to do, bro. But I'm just
It's
saying
not.
it's possible, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's for sure possible. You know, it's plausible. You know, it's not like we're like being like we're gonna build this big ass fucking thing around the sun and get the energy from it. Like,
Right.
we're just being like, yo, like people take a little bit of money, like you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure everybody have donated a little bit, but even when you donate to charity, sometimes that you don't even know if you donate into the things that you really think you're donating to. So
Like when people donate to Black Lives Matter and niggas end up buying fucking Birkin bags with that shit. Like, are we gonna talk about that,
$6 million
America?
houses.
That shit is crazy to me, bruh. All this change all this money people give, all this change
She
people
said
say
she had
they
a
want to
black
happen.
family. She had to support too.
Man,
Her
bruh.
family black.
That shit is crazy out here, bro.
Nah,
I'm
crazy.
so nervous about as you're saying, we got to be living in these last days, bro, because shit is getting wicked out here, man. Real wicked.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Shit is just like fucking shit is just more like out here, man.
Like a movie or some shit. You want to play? All right. So we're gonna play one more game. Never have I ever.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Okay.
This is a good one.
Will you start with all our hands up? And never have I.
We're only gonna do five fingers.
Okay.
So we're only gonna do never have I ever with 5 fingers. If I ask you one that you don't want to answer, we're going to have to give you.
It's not like an automatic cop out though.
Yeah. It's not an automatic cop out.
That's an automatic cop out if you don't want to answer.
If you don't, it is an automatic cop out. You have to drink the fish sauce and the game is done.
Fish sauce?
Oh wait, I shouldn't have said what it is, right? It's a shot of something.
What
you
the
know?
fuck?
Can we get this? Let's get it out. The legendary,
Let me put the
the
glasses on.
ever blessing,
Y'all got
the
me sauced up
craziest.
off the White Claw.
Sauced up of the White Claw, man. We over here.
Sauced up off a fish, bro.
Do we have
No,
any
please
papers?
don't.
Can somebody
Sauced
check?
up off
man.
that.
Did somebody? Yes, bring it out.
Wait, so if it's a question I don't want to answer.
Yeah, fuck it.
Straight out the bottle.
This is what it is. I'm gonna put it in the cup though.
What if we get sick?
Ew.
I'm sure I'm not gonna cop out, but the first person to cop out loses.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was so much.
That was so much.
Bro, don't hand that to me.
Split that between y'all.
All right, yeah.
Wait, so he got to take it too?
No,
No.
if I don't
One of you
answer.
guys doesn't want to answer.
Okay.
Alright, that's a fair amount.
Oh, fuck.
Get this out of here. Give us some
I'm not
money.
even about to smell it. Not going to do it to myself.
This is the most intense
Oh,
part of the
man.
pod, where things get crazy, and we don't know what's gonna happen and what questions are gonna be asked. So let's start with the first one. Never have I ever got pussy from a dating app.
Never have I ever got pussy from a dating app.
You have to answer it
I'm
truthfully.
trying to see that. Like, trying to remember.
If there is too many moments that you have to remember,
Did I put a finger down?
you put a finger down.
Okay.
Now you have the option to ask
You've
me.
never got pussy from a dating
Oh no,
app?
my finger's down.
Okay. I
So
just wanted to make sure I wasn't.
nah, trust me, bro. We're living the 21st century. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel like
Gotta do
everybody.
what you gotta do. But now we have the ability to act for the story around that situation.
Okay.
Would you please? What was the situation where you got pussy from the dating app? How did it go? So did it start off with was it a short conversation? Or did you talk for a few
Are
days?
you talking about like? Yeah, it was mostly talk for a few days and get to know people.
Okay, so it wasn't
Never been like that's never happened for me to where I've been like
like a one night, like you meet, text her and say,
Nah.
"Hey, I'm trying to pull through tonight."
nah.
Okay,
I ain't never even feel like I had like that pull to say like shit like
it
that.
doesn't take pull.
It does. It was always for me. It was just like I had to go on a date or something.
Really, you had to?
I don't have to.
You definitely don't have to.
I don't have to.
I
but,
realize,
like,
Shawty, you seen the
I don't
numbers?
feel like I wasn't like,
A gentleman.
No, I've never been like going like, yo, like I've never known how to talk a girl up like that fast. Like, not
You
that
ever
I'm
heard
talking girls up out here, you know what I'm saying?
He's a relationship man.
But no, like I've never known how to like just be like, yo, like.
Have you ever heard of Fresh and Fit?
Yeah.
They give examples of how to do it. I'm just saying.
But yo, I was about to drink that shit on.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah,
No,
fuck Fresh and
bro.
Fit, by the way. I just want to make sure people know I'm joking about that. I don't think they have game. All right. So we both got pussy from dating apps. You didn't tell. You told the story. Never have I ever fucked a girl from a tour. Oh wait, let me keep my finger up.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
What was that one? You can drink. Or you can tell
Man,
the
no,
story.
that one was really
I don't even tied up girls. I don't do nothing.
man, that one was really man, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
do some girls.
Oh my goodness, your friend
had
knew
a
some girls,
show.
huh? Okay.
I had a show and they we had a couple blunts, watched a couple movies.
Okay. Watch a couple movies in one room. So
Yeah.
this is in one room.
Yeah, one room.
And then that room turned into what people like to call the red room, aka the orgy room, I'm assuming.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Had something like 50 Shades of Grey on.
50 Shades
you know
of
what
Grey
I'm saying?
vibes, yeah.
Had a couple shades of like tangerine.
Okay,
like
okay.
That, you know?
4 girls or something?
4 girls.
How many girls?
Wow. I ain't even saying a lot, man. Fucking. This is a lot of questions. Having all the research. Having all the research.
Hey, listen. I'm just asking about the story.
Bro,
you gotta tell the story and take the
story.
drink.
What, you know what happened, bro.
How many girls are there?
You know what happened.
All
It
right.
was alright. It was girls. It was girls. It was girls.
Multiple girls,
It was
okay.
girls. It was girls.
Okay, so there was multiple girls.
I'm not gonna mention how many. You know
Alright,
what I'm saying?
fine.
But
I'll
there
let
was
you slide on
girls,
this. I'll let you slide. I'll let him slide.
What is that?
I'll let him
Plural?
slide.
There was girls plural.
Girls plural. Okay.
I'm not gonna say how many, but it wasn't 4.
Let the record show one of our producers or one of, I'll just be honest, Ducky, the artist, is over here saying he should drink. You know what I mean?
I know. I answered it though. What are you talking about?
He did answer. I just wanted people to see how much of a heartless psychopath. this
Oh
guy is.
hell, bro. Oh my god. Bro.
Oh my god.
Oh, bro. What the fuck?
Ooh, you can put some White Claw in there, probably.
Nah, I'm all out.
Oh, we have more.
Yeah.
You can put some of
I'm
that
gonna
in
need
there,
that
probably
one, and then I'm gonna have to like,
ease it down a little bit.
yeah, and drink a water and take
Take a.
a whiz.
This is trying to get it all out your system. All right. Never have I ever got my ass beat in a fight.
Yeah, I probably got my ass beat in a fight
I
before.
definitely got my ass beat in a fight before.
What is that? 3?
That's.
Am I gonna lose? Do I lose?
Yes.
Can you lose and never have I ever?
You win.
Am I trying to lose?
No, if you lose, put all the fingers down, then he has to drink, right?
But you lose if I did more stuff.
Yeah.
Because that means I had a more fulfilling life.
I think it's supposed to go the opposite way, right? Isn't it supposed to be the person who has their fingers up? I think it's because I had the more wholesome life than you, clearly.
Man, we really killed this pre-production.
All right, you know what? If whoever all right, I'll drink if you put all your fingers down. I feel like that's fair. That's that rock star shit. But this will be the second time. Can we do it at the same time?
What?
Drink. If one person has to drink, then both of us have to drink.
Oh, we both got to drink the fish sauce anyway. Oh.
Yeah. At the end, if nobody puts their and somebody puts all their fingers down, then both of us have to take it. I don't want to take it either. Yeah, let's crack open the White Claw, man. We have a good time on the show, you know, a lot of good times, good vibes. Tune in every day and watch every interview that we ever put out.
I don't know why I can't stop smelling it.
Woo.
Bro.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Did you just drink some?
No, I drank some of the White Claw. I'm not drinking that unless I have to.
Did we switch flavors?
Yeah. Oh, we did.
That's so crazy.
Twin them. All right. Never have I ever stolen something from my parents. We already established that I have. So you're on. We're both on. Okay, so I have 2. I'm on 2. He's on 1. Never have I ever thought I was going to die.
Oh, yeah. That was gonna die. Man, that's some bull. You see, goddamn drink this goddamn fish oil, bro.
Damn. All right.
Bro, what the fuck?
Let's see. I have more than you. Look.
Let me see.
You want to switch?
No.
All right. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Damn it. No, we didn't even cheers me, bro.
That's true.
Wait.
Yeah, let's get the White Claw.
What we cheers to? Don't we got
Cheers
cheers
to
to something?
good times, a great pod,
Yeah.
future albums, future success, future money.
Drinking this nasty ass fish sauce. Let's do
Is
it.
that gonna be in the next song? All right, let's go.
Yeah. I'll make a whole song for this.
Oh, man. Oh my god, bro.
I really drunk it. I gotta throw up now.
Oh my god.
You spit it out.
You gotta
Sorry.
sip it off the floor.
That's some bullshit.
I can't step it on the floor. I will do anything for this pod, but we gotta slow it down somewhere, boys. Can we get a new drink? Cause this one is a. I
This
can't
ain't
do
working.
this anymore, bro.
Yo, he spit it out. That ain't even fair. He gotta do another one.
Yeah, Rich, come on.
I took it back. I'm gonna go throw up off screen somewhere later.
Bro, just a little bit, bro.
Just
I've been drinking this shit. All right.
go ahead, take it back. Knock it back, man.
Swallow that shit.
Knock it back.
Fucking God, boy.
But just knock a few sips of the White Claw down, bro.
Swallow it, Rich.
I had it in my mouth. That's where all the taste buds are. All right. Round 2, baby. Actually, can I put some White Claw in there?
You would. I don't know if that's gonna be better.
Wait, I spit in the same. I spit in this.
It's
I
your
spit in this
spit.
cup.
It's your spit.
No, get me another cup, please. And we're gonna do this. Come on, guys. I'm not gonna fucking drink my spit with this too. What do you think I am? Oh my god, these niggas are trying to kill me. Alright.
I'm already over here
That's it.
smoking
That's it.
blunts.
That's it.
Knock it back. Smell it first. It makes you want to gag, right? I'm glad it's over for me.
This asshole. I thought this guy's a nice guy. Oh man. All right. Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that shit sucked, bro. Oh, my fucking breath smells like fucking fish oil.
We should have. I have Listerine.
Please.
Yeah.
Please, yo.
Oh my god.
All right, man.
That'll knock the taste right out.
Right out my mouth, man. That was a legendary one. Bro, please tell us. Well, you already told us about the next project coming up. Anything else people should be excited about from you?
Yeah, shit, man. Like, fuck, like, next project, American Psycho, bro. Like, it's coming 11/11. Like, I'm excited about it, man. I put a lot of hard work into it, you know, and I'm just plan on being like a lot more consistent and a lot more outside, bro. And just learning how to like just get back into the flow of things, man. Like, I'm excited, bro. Like, I'm ready, and I'm ready for this fucking show. You know what I'm saying? I got this show on the 13th.
Man, bro, super excited about that. So yeah, the 13th.
Yeah.
August 13th.
I'm
Digital
hella
Heaven at the
excited
Hotel
about it,
Roxy.
man.
Please pull the fuck out. This shit is gonna be crazy. You heard what he said already.
I'm so excited, bro. I'm
Oh.
so excited.
I'm gonna
Nervous,
be right-
excited, bro.
I'm gonna be right there on stage with you, man.
Hey, yeah. Hey, bro, see, and that's what I like, bro. Because I'm going to see y'all faces, man. I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Family,
I got
you know what I
family in
mean?
the building.
For real, bro. Like, this shit was very, very fun. Very, very legendary, man. Thank you so much for coming out, bro. Quality Medicine Podcast, baby. Only legendary moments, bitch. We out. Yeah.